everyone, so I'm back and I know it's been a while since I've done a movie review or a television review. So today I'll be reviewing the film Wonder Woman. I just saw it tonight and it was a really good film. So I'm going to tell you what I loved about it and things that, you know, I wasn't too crazy about. But alright, let's get into it. So, Wonder Woman was directed by Patty Jenkins, and she is most known for her film The Monster, and she's also done a couple of television directing episodes as well, or directed episodes of different television shows. I was just super happy, like, yes, okay, we have a woman superhero, and then we have a woman director. Like, this is awesome. Like, yes, Hollywood. And then we have some diversity, some ethnic diversity going on as well, so yes, thumbs up. I'm really happy. I think Patty Jenkins did a really good job directing. Not only do we get like certain emotional aspects from our director, emotional performances in times needed, but there's also some humor elements. I think the humor beats were missed a few times, especially with Chris Pine's character, only because it was just so serious and heavy and action packed, and then the humor just wasn't that much of a comic relief, at least for me. But I think that may have had something to do with the writing, so I'm not really, like, you know, blaming Patty for that. I know that getting a certain performance out of your actors is a job of the director, and I think she did a great job of doing that, especially during the emotionally heavy scenes. So yeah, shout out to that, bravo. Yeah, so now I'm gonna get into the actors of the film. Directing was a thumbs up for me. Now, I would like to say that at first I was so surprised of Robin Wright that she was in this film. I was like, yes, Robin, and one, her body is snatched. Like, yes, I can tell Robin's been working out. I'm a fan of her from House of Cards. She also directed a couple episodes of House of Cards as well as acted in it. So I was very happy to see Robin Wright in this film. I don't think Chris Pine did a good job. Like, he was a cutie and he played the role of the sidekick but brave tough guy, but I just did not like the comedic element that he provided. He's supposed to be the comic relief a lot of the times, and it just did not work for me. I don't know why. So I liked it when he was being a little more serious. It felt more genuine. But yeah, whenever it's time for Chris Pine to be funny, it just didn't click for me. But like I said, everything else was really good by his. And then Gal Gadot, so I think that she did a really good job. When I first saw her, I noticed how slim her figure was, and I thought, you know, she must be a model or something like that, because I'm not as familiar with her work. And normally models aren't really that good at acting, but I think she did a pretty good job, especially playing the lead in this film. I will say that although I enjoyed her performance, my friends let me know before going to see the film and support it that there are some political, I guess, agendas or ideas that she has that they just can't support, which I totally understand. So I learned that she is a part of the Israeli army, and right now the Israeli army is, you know, murdering and torturing a lot of people and oppressing a lot of people right now. So of course people who are against them and their enemies and being oppressed don't feel comfortable supporting this film. So actually in Lebanon they banned the film from showing just because she's in it, and you know, because of her ideas and what she supports. So of course in America we only care about when it's a threat to our country. So of course the film's doing well here and I hadn't even heard about it. But a lot of people who are whose people are being oppressed by the Israeli army are really spreading the word about her. So I did feel a bit conflicted, only because someone who was, like, you know, in the army and supports oppressing others, on one hand it's like, I mean, there are plenty of Americans who do that as well, right? Like, every country you can say has suppressed another group in war and tortures and kills people daily. So it's hard to sort of be against her, and then especially with this film and this woman empowerment thing going on. But I cannot turn a blind eye to those people from the, you know, Lebanon community or from other communities that have been hurt by her beliefs or her actions, or have been killed by her actions. You know what I mean? So yes, I was definitely feel conflicted about that. But as far as the acting, I think she did a great job. It's just some of the politics definitely didn't work for me. And then I guess okay, so one thing I didn't like is that like Diana got her strength, like when she was battling Ares at the end. They're having this huge showdown. She, you know, gets pushed down and she's not believing in herself, like Robin Wright's character had told her. And then she sees her boo Steve die, and then she's like, oh, Steve, okay, now I'm super strong, let me go really tough. And then at the end it's like kind of like she needed Steve to motivate her and push her to go through. And I get it, the idea was like she believed in love and Steve taught her what love was, but I don't know, I just feel like Steve's character should have played the background more. I didn't like that he was kind of looked at as the hero, the one who sacrificed his life to save her. And I just felt like she didn't really need Steve. She didn't need their short romance to thrive, for her to thrive on. Like, she had her own strength. Like Robin Wright's character, Antiope, I want to make sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. Like, Antiope told her, like, believe in yourself. You don't believe in yourself enough. So it's like, forget Steve, you know what I'm saying? He goes off with his buddies. I don't know, I think they should have kept Steve alive, and she should have just gotten the strength from her inside and not milked off of that. And I just feel like a lot of times in superhero movies, the woman is the sidekick, and it's her love helps the man, but it's not what the main character gets their entire energy from to fight back. But in this one, it's kind of like she needed Steve to push through and like really go to that extra octave to get to her full superpower. So I didn't like that, because I'm like, girl, believe in yourself, honey. You don't need Steve. But yeah, so yeah, I just think he should have been the sidekick more, but like I said, at the end of the day, I really loved the film. It was very encouraging. There are a lot of younger girls in the theater, and they were screaming and clapping. There were some dads in there clapping and rooting for the main character. So I think finally we've gotten to a point where we can have a woman that's leading a film, and it's not about like, oh, she's a woman so I can't relate to her, or that's a chick flick, or oh, that's a kid movie. It's like, no, this is just a person, a human that's been pushed down, that's really young, and a lot of people are doubting this person, and they don't really know who they truly are, and they're searching for their identity. And it's sort of a coming of age story, and she uses people along the way to help her out. So I think that we're finally getting to the place where audiences worldwide can understand, like, hey, this is a woman, I'm rooting for her, and she's a main character. So I'm all for that. As a director, as a budding director, those are the type of films that I want to make. Just women protagonists that just kick ass. So I thought it was dope. I think one of my favorite scenes is when she like broke across no man's land, and she was like leading all these warriors and soldiers in to save these people. That was just such a beautiful victory. I can't really remember the last time I saw a woman in a film leading a bunch of men, especially soldiers. So yeah, I just thought it was kick-ass. It was a fun film, and I really enjoyed it. It was good. I think you should go see it. And if for political reasons or for your own beliefs, if you don't want to support this film, I totally understand. But this is just my review on it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my review of the movie Wonder Woman. Go ahead and see the film. It's out in theaters now. Alright, until next time.